What's up YouTube, I'm Xero Zeus and welcome back to another Boruto video. This is going to be my Boruto episode 164 review. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Thank you for watching. And let's get right into the video because this was a pretty crazy episode. I was actually not expecting it to turn out like this. I knew it was going to be like okay. Don't get me wrong when I say this. This episode was good. This episode was good, but I just really do not like the enemy. I don't like the bad guy. I don't like what he became. He looks like something that belongs in a Monsters Inc. movie. Like, I just did not like that. But start the episode off. Just before I just skip all the way to the stuff that I don't like, I'm gonna start talking just a few highlights of the episode. Like when everything first jumps off. You know, we see the one of the quadruplets. That's what I'm gonna call them because I just don't care enough about them to just like remember their names and stuff. Yeah, I don't care about them. If you watch me, you know I don't care about them. And yeah, but so basically, he's got his last ditch effort. He's about to stall for time for his brother so they can make it back to the village and transport the cell to wherever they're trying to transport it to in their village. Now this is pretty crazy because I was like, I seen in the preview he had like these green symbols across him and stuff. I'm like looking like, yeah, it's like some curse mark or something, right? Something like that, right? No. So basically, I don't know if like they compared it to him making, they compared it to the third Hokage making a contract with the Reaper Death Seal in exchange of his life, and you know, in exchange for him getting rid of what he was trying to get rid of, killing who you want to kill. So this is basically what he did. But at the same time, when you seen the Reaper Death Seal take place, when you seen the being, the spirit come out and do what it was supposed to do, it was really like, whoa, it was wowing. It was like, this guy right here, I don't even remember his name. I just know it has something to do with the underworld. And I was really, okay, when he first transformed, he had to, you could see him turning into the gray smoke, and then you just saw the little spirit behind him, and it was looking like, it was looking really evil. I'm like, yes, this is definitely looking correct. And then his feet started to form, and his hands started to form, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Now, I don't know why, but I'm just like, what the fuck is this right here? But as soon as he transforms and stuff, everybody's all, you know, wowed and not in a good way. And you have this moment where you see from the perspective of Boruto, and he's looking at the monster, and he closes his eye for a second. Like, you can see the crystal from far away, and then he closes his eyes, and when you open it up, it's really close to him. Like they're insinuating that the monster is really fast. And we see this multiple times. He's really fast. He is really on their ass. Like, I will give them this. I hate the monster. I hate the way he looks. Like, I was not impressed at all. But like the way that he moves, and you know, like him being able to steal chakra isn't really that special. Like, yeah, he could do it, but it's just like, yeah, like I said before, it's not really that special. So yeah. But so you see everybody go in, and this is a thing that, okay, another thing that I want to talk about is Mujino, and about the fact that I just don't see why when they first ran across the monster, they didn't just do what they needed to do right then. I know what he was saying. I understand what he was saying. We can just get out of this scot-free, and we don't have to fight the monster. But if you watched any anime ever, that's not how that works. And yeah. So yeah, there's like, I was kind of like dumbfounded with Mujino, and we actually got, I think it was the rock pistol bullets or something like that. And I'm like, yo, we actually get to see him do, you know, all that great stuff that Konohamaru is always going on and on and on and talking about Mujino is doing. And I thought it was really cool, right? You have Sarada trying her chance at a Mitsuki, and when Boruto runs up, he does like, he swings at him with a kunai, if I'm not mistaken, and he misses. And, you know, it's looking like the monster basically has him. Boruto has left himself open, and he turns around and tries to hit him with a Rasengan, and he misses that too. But see, I just wanted to bring that up to just say that was like really cool. That was really smart on Boruto's part. That was really cool. I like that. That stood out to me. But you know, just like anybody else knows, the monster dismantled everybody. And the older guys, the Jonin in the situation, were basically trying to see, was it better to sit there and fight him, or was it better to sit there and run off? And they ran off, and they tried to make off. And before they could make off with Boruto and stuff, because, okay, Boruto did all this cool stuff with the Rasengan. I'm not going to sit there and lie about that. I can't lie about that. But at the same time, the monster caught him by the arm, and he begins to take his chakra. And you know what happens if somebody's chakra hits 0? They die. And so, yeah, I just, like, yeah, that was... He did something cool, but he caught that L right afterwards. So, basically, I think Konohamaru comes in for the save. Like, that saving Rasengan. He definitely saved the day with that one. And he smashes his arm. They basically make it out off with Boruto. But before they can do that, they look back and they see the monster, like, just obtaining chakra from animals and stuff, and like basically regenerating and stuff. And the way they're talking about it is like the monster isn't even concerned with regenerating. It's just trying to get the chakra, period. It probably doesn't even know that it's gaining his limbs back and stuff like that, or it cares to know, right? So they run off, and basically they come down to, it comes down to them trying to get out of the barrier or sitting there and fighting the monster. And this is when it came to me where I was kind of like dumbfounded, because I really feel like the Jonin and these 3 Genin, they definitely should have been able to take on this monster. But it's cool because the way that it turned out was kind of cool. So you basically have Konohamaru and Mujino working together because they were trying to break through the seal, and they put Boruto, Team 7, basically in charge of guarding the area. And you knew the monster was going to come back, and I don't know why they should have known the monster was going to come back too, but you know, in typical anime fashion, it just happens like that. So basically, they hear the monster showing up, and you know, Konohamaru basically says, you know, it's not finished yet, we can't move yet. And so you know what they have to do then. So they go after the monster, and I really like how the way they were fighting him, and they were sliding around, and they were dodging hits, and they were throwing hits, and he was hitting them, and it just really reminded me of when Naruto and Sasuke were fighting Momoshiki. Like, I'm not comparing the monster to Momoshiki in any type of way. I feel as if the way they were fighting, the way they were animated while they were fighting, it reminds me of that. I'm gonna word that better, because I'm not gonna disrespect the OG Momoshiki like that. But yeah, so all their efforts don't work, and basically they have a plan B that we don't have explained to us. But so what happens is, basically Boruto makes some shadow clones, and you're thinking like, oh well, he's the distraction, right? Yeah and no. He distracted him, but he restrained his arms. And then they have Mitsuki, who restrained his legs, and Sarada, who's going in for the kill shot. And it's basically like one of those moral things. He has a crystal in the middle of his head, and it's like, the harder they, like, each time they hit it, it cracks, and you know, basically if it breaks, it's over for the monster. And so it's on the verge of breaking. But the monster, I don't know, he just knows that it's over for him in this situation. And by the way, can I just say, why couldn't the Jonin have done this with the Genin earlier? But you know, and he jumps after, and he goes after Konohamaru, and so they follow him back to where Konohamaru and Mujino are. And you basically have a situation where Mujino not sacrifices himself, but he jumps in there and like kind of takes the L, so he's losing some of his chakra to make sure Boruto and Konohamaru can hit him with that combo Rasengan. Can I just talk about it, because that was like super savage. That was super savage. And that's basically the end of the monster. I thought that was pretty cool. I thought the episode was pretty cool. Wasn't too happy with the aesthetic of the monster, but you know, but I'm gonna try to end this video right here because I still have another video to make. But this has been my Boruto episode 164 review. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Thank you for watching, and I will see you.